a message from the National Gas Company.
Very early in January, we obviously, scanning the environment, the international, we were seeing what was going on internationally. So we didn't really wait on any kind of local guidelines. So we started to update our business continuity plan, to at least consider that threat. There's potential for, possible pandemic. So we started to work with our individual teams, and in particular operations, to essentially guide how do we handle this potential threat. So at the onset of with WHO declaring that it is a pandemic, NGC, as part of the BCP plan, would have actually developed a framework, business continuity planning framework, to help guide our response on how do we manage the situation. So we developed a framework very early on, which allowed us to define protocols for our employees. We, at a very early stage, we would have went ahead and implemented a work from home policy with regards to managing our employees. Because at the end of the day, our first step was to ensure that our employees were not impacted. When the lockdown actually occurred, we would have actually implemented reducing travel, eliminating travel, adjusting our operations. In particular, the NGC assets are spread over the country, and connects the upstream sector and the downstream sector. And essentially we had to put plans in place to readjust our work priorities in the field. So we really only focus on critical activities during that time period. And what we had to do essentially was also to work closely with the upstream companies and the downstream companies to ensure that we maintain a gas supply to the energy sector. So that was first and foremost one of our primary responsibilities and priorities during the COVID lockdown period. Coupled with that, we had to find ways of making sure that our employees also were connected remotely. And so again, we would have had our IT teams focused on getting our employees connected so that we ensured business continuity during that period. And NGC has been leading the national discussions around energy efficiency. And again, this is all tied into the sustainability goals that NGC is committed to supporting the national economy on. So energy efficiency is just one part of the whole sustainability support, and that includes other aspects of the green agenda. So pre-COVID, NGC was committed to a lot of the sustainability goals, and that includes the energy efficiency. So we didn't start this during the COVID, but it was started prior to, and NGC worked to develop an energy efficiency app to essentially help citizens to be able to calculate their own energy footprint and how much energy they utilize on a daily basis, and providing tips as part of the app as well to help citizens essentially manage their energy efficiency at the individual level. Feel free to download the app. It's available online at Google Play and the Apple Store, and it's the NGC Smart TT app. Over the last 45 years, NGC has been, certainly a successful company. It has been a flagship state company, and it continues to be very important to the national economy. And NGC is not just an aggregator business. NGC also is involved in upstream investments, downstream investments, as well as into LNG. So the NGC has really been on a growth path for the last 45 years. And our strategy continues to focus on building NGC as an international energy company. And part of that strategy is also focus on sustainability.